Hello everyone, Ethersong here, and welcome back
You're on a
for some
path
more
in the
Slay
woods,
the Princess.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So we just looped around back to chapter 1 again, so we're going to be trying some different options here.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
I'm guessing the beginning is pretty much the same
world.
until we pick a different path to go by. Could be use explore, can't someone else do this? Consider that maybe the only reason... Yeah, I think these are all ones we've already explored. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Just silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not
Right.
going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses,
Not slay them,
ignore
right.
them. He doesn't.
Right. So we already heard this part. I think the first thing to do is not take the knife. Last time I was thinking about doing that, but I ended up doing it.
Entirely bare.
Is there a mirror at all anyway?
Musty, and the floor and walls are painted in
I
a
wonder.
fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Yeah, we don't need the knife. That's for sure.
The blade is your implement.
So we're just going to enter the basement. Before it was explore, I thought maybe I could skip taking a knife and just exploring the idea, but yeah, let's just enter the basement. We don't have a knife.
The door to the basement creaks
Let's see what
open,
happens.
revealing a staircase
I wonder.
faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering.
And I guess
from
this dialogue we
each
already
room.
heard, so I could skip through it.
If the princess really lives here, her voice softly
Hello? Is someone there?
Is someone there? Oh, did she say the same thing last time?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I'm pretty sure this is different. Didn't she have a little bit more, I don't know, cold voice before? And the hero was saying something it's such a scary voice or something like
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hmm.
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here.
I don't know if something changed with the princess through the loop. Maybe she could sense that I didn't take the knife? Hi. Just checking on you. I'm here to save you. Continue upstairs. Can I say hi? I'm here to save you. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
She seems a lot friendlier. Is it because I didn't take the knife? Could she sense the knife?
You walk down the
Or
stairs
is it just because of
and
the
lock
loop?
eyes with the princess.
So
There's a
there's the
heavy
other
chain
chain there.
around her wrist,
There's the extra
binding
chain.
her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Oh, should I have gone to the chain first? Now she seems a little suspicious. Let's look at my options here. What's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're... If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. No. I'm going to keep you locked away down here. At least a little bit. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. It doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk. Go back and retrieve the blade. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. Getting out of here. Yeah, so... Can I explore... Which one was it? What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
So it's a little bit different than last time, but she still doesn't want to tell me her real name.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So Princess is your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten.
Okay, maybe she doesn't remember
I
her
must have
name.
a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs.
I mean,
get
pick a
the
name for
blade, and
herself.
slay her before it's too late.
She can't recall her name? Can I recall my name in this game? I wonder. What are you going to do once I let out? I'm going to keep you locked away. Sorry, but I can't trust you. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Yeah, let's do that one. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Voice of the hero agrees with me.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I'll have to look for the key. She mentioned that. Yeah, I guess the first time. And I never looked for it.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Just
They wouldn't have
ignore
just
the narrator,
left
is that the
key to
best?
her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe the key is somewhere in the cabin. If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
So who's locking it? Was it the narrator?
Someone else here?
I don't exactly know how that works, though. Explore.
Your shouts and pleas. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the
Sounds like
task
the
is
narrator's
done.
doing it. Try the door.
You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
It's good that we don't have the blade.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before
Wow.
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
That's pretty crazy. I know last time we also kind of escaped the same way, but I wasn't expecting her to just rip off her arm with her mouth.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here.
How did the
but if
blade
there's a
come
time
down?
to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Can we just not touch the blade, or is it best to do that? I don't think it would be good to do that. Last time when we held the blade, the narrator took control. I guess we only have two options though, save or slay. So I guess we have to pick up the blade. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
So it seems like we're back to where we are before.
Self-inflicted
You actually can see like a little bit of blood on her
just
mouth.
above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
It's almost like animalistic, the way she just kind of like went to her arm with her mouth.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and
So
it
this
takes little effort to crack through the bone
seems
of her arm.
like we're coming back to the same kind of path that we were on before.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
But she seemed a lot more friendly. Maybe it's because I didn't pick up the blade initially.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything?
It's like she's happier
She
this
isn't even
time.
bothered by
A lot
what
more
just
friendly.
happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alright, let's try to escape. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just
Is he
let her
gonna
escape
pick up
into
the blade?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
It's not good.
This isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess. Slay the princess. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Oh yeah, so this is all a lot more different. That's because she was friendlier towards me this time.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I feel like the narrator always ends up killing me by doing this. Slay the princess. There's another resist, so it's the same as before. There's a resist option. I don't see any things other besides slay and resist, so we're gonna go with resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Oh, let's just turn there.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
No, this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Is she gonna throw away the knife or is she gonna kill me? She sounds friendlier, so maybe she keeps me alive this time?
I'm sorry.
She's gonna kill me, oh no.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
It's been kind of annoying what the narrator's saying this time, but
Whatever.
he seems pretty dead set on the
blade
the
into your
doom
chest
aspect of things.
Again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Wasn't she like almost like possessed by something in that other realm? I wonder if this is her normal self. She doesn't seem as cold before. See, the only thing I can think of is that picking up a knife caused her to act so much colder.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
I wonder if we see her in the next loop. It's going to be different again as well than chapter 2.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, chapter 2, the damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement, you're here to slay her.
Right. So I'm getting deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe... Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're
Voice
going
of
to
the
save our
Smitten.
beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
So it's not the skeptic this time, it's a smitten.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The four of us. Let's see, the voice of the smitten, the voice of the hero. Who else? Is a skeptic included as well? And is the player included then? I guess they're excluding the narrator, I would think.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? And why should I bother doing anything? Let's look at that.
Those are two very different questions. Let's say for a moment that this really... You died last time,
Yeah.
which probably only happened because you
didn't listen to
You
me.
were the one who did us in, villain.
There's the voice that's been. So yeah, this is new dialogue here.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ.
The voice of the smittens.
I'm not going to argue
Funny.
with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Actions last round didn't have any
What do
consequences.
you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario...
Yes, it's the same dialogue.
How you got
The
back
time
in.
simply just
If it's the
rewind.
latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Yeah, so we get some new dialogue because of the smitten. I'm with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from that cabin. Yeah, let's go with that.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Right. Explore. Let's talk about this princess. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can.
She just can, yeah.
I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
It's funny.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
Everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Going into, not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it's
gonna take me at word.
Look, I'm not supposed
You're
to say
special. The
this,
only one you can do it.
Oh.
Prophecy. Yeah.
I didn't know. Of
You're
course you're
special.
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
Hero was happy being called special, but the voice has been
Oh, believe me, the last
remained
thing I want is for you and I to be friends.
calm.
But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Okay, that's
Right.
all. So
Now,
it's
if you don't like,
just go to the cabin. Proceed to the cabin.
a warning before you go any further.
At the beginning of the game, they did say it is a love story, so I feel like the goal, the ultimate goal, is for these two, the protagonists here, the two characters, and the princess, to find love at the end, despite everything that's being put against them.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop
Yeah,
you from slaying her.
narrator.
Don't believe her. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game.
Go with the voice of the smitten this time.
Can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
So it's better that we got the voice of the smitten here instead of the voice of the skeptic. The skeptic made us take the knife last time, but perhaps with the smitten we can avoid taking the knife again. I think that's a good thing to do, because if we have the knife, she doesn't trust us.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled.
Must be
They
expressed.
must be expressed.
All right.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind.
Focus
on the
task.
task ahead.
Okay, go to the cabin. Right.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded
So it's actually a lot better now.
prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
There's the mirror here again, but feels like this place where the princess is held prisoner maybe reflects how she feels in her heart at the moment. Because last time it was a dungeon when I looped back to chapter 2, and this time it's, instead of that, it's like a royal castle, almost like a royal residence. So I would have to assume that the princess also is in a better state this time than last time. That's interesting.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror. This whole cabin is different than last time. So we explored the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's
he's
a
gonna
table, there's
play
a
dumb.
blade sitting on the table. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Yes, voice of the smitten, you got this. The princess, if it was the princess, she would have told us.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
I wonder if the narrator can't see the mirror, or he's just, I think he's just ignoring the mirror. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking
That's
our
right,
best
voice of the
before we
smitten.
save her. We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Maybe he really can't see the mirror? I don't know. I'll go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Oh, hopefully we don't have a feather out of place then. This whole cabin's different than last time. Shall we talk about that?
Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
You're focused on the princess?
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Sounds like perhaps the music is calmer as well. I think it just reflects the condition of like the princess's heart or inner feelings, the surroundings. We do not want to take the blade because that's not going to be good for the princess, so we're going to enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her...
Even though it's a wonderful place, the narrator still insists that we should slay her.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
She's kind
Her
this
voice,
time.
it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
So I didn't have any
Downstairs
options.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a
Oh,
heavy
she only
chain around
has
her wrist,
one chain
binding her
again.
to the far wall.
So that's a good sign. So perhaps during the first time when we went through, since we took the knife, she closed herself up, further locked herself away, and then next time we saw her she had more chains. That's probably what it was reflecting. I don't know what that other chain represents though, that's still there. It's interesting that she still only has one chain once again, so that's probably a good sign. If we can get her a little bit more free from that, perhaps we can do something. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
That's right, voice of the smitten. You got this.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
She remembers us.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
So the narrator knows there's a protocol or something for it resetting.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
The voice of the smitten.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but...
You'd hoped he'd be the first?
What matters...
Is it more
you
than
have a
2
chance to
times
do
that you
it
can do
right
this?
time.
Like last time he was talking about a protocol where like you'd loop again. Like only one more chance, but perhaps that was a lie as well. Perhaps there's infinite number of chances as long as we can keep the princess in a good state. And perhaps we can get her free sometime.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
I don't think we have any evidence that she actually ended the
We
world.
never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
It's like starstruck lovers fighting through time and predicament to find each other.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I don't want to offend her with any questions. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Should we try that option? I don't want her to... I don't know, should be sad that I'm being sent to kill her? I'm sorry about what happened last time. I'll just, maybe try apologizing.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action...
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so she's still...
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
Yeah.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
That is an interesting idea. If she has a voice
I
herself.
think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
That's right, voice of the smitten. You got this. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
So maybe it just started over right away? Or maybe she doesn't remember? But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world? I don't think I want to ask about that. I'll just try rescuing her. Rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Oh, good idea, good idea.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Yeah, let's do it.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
That's right, voice of smitten. You got
I'm
this.
not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
Wonderful.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Oh, what happened there? I think I missed something. History? No, I can't let you do it. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? You'll take over her body and force her to try and kill her? Oh, and then he says, I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
There you go, voice of Smitten. We got this.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Oh, you can slip it
Approach
off.
the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
There we go.
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
It's like our appearance hasn't changed at all. We're still the dragon-like monster or something.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for not trying to kill me this time. No problem, princess.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Yeah, voice of Smitten, you got it.
What do we do now?
What do we do now? What do you want to do? Yeah, I guess we'll ask
Let
that.
me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
I think.
Princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. I don't think I should talk about ending the world at all. Maybe she only ends the world because it's suggested that she can end the world? If she doesn't think about ending the world, perhaps the world doesn't end? I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course
no.
she'd want the same for us.
The music is gone. Bad. What would make you happy? But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
She just wants to make us happy. Something feels a little bit off, but I want you to tell me what you want. I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest. If you want to leave, then let's leave. But you need your own thing. You just met me. Can't base your entire happiness around me. I feel like this is a turning point. There's multiple options. don't really know what leads. I want you to tell me what you want. Am I just supposed to leave, or am I supposed to insist more? If you want to leave, then let's leave. I want you to tell me what you want. I feel like she's getting more broken the more I try to pressure her. The music, and it's like darkness is coming. I want you to make me unhappy? That probably wouldn't be good to suggest. She might actually try to do that. Do you want to end the world? If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
Oh, there we go. We're back to normal. That sounds perfect.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless. The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it.
Narrator.
Moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess
there we go.
walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Can we knock it out, or can she break free?
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
We're supposed to leave now. What is that supposed to mean? Is she being forced to think something? Maybe she has voices as well, like the voice of Smidden was suggesting that. No, the hero, I think. We're supposed to leave now. It just seems like a strange way to put it.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
So maybe she is being like forced to like move in certain ways, or suggested to do certain things. I don't think she's pure evil though.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, voice of the hero. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. Should we try together?
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Wow, so the door was able to open. I think that the key thing was working together there. Probably if only one of us did it, something bad would have happened.
I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs.
Oh no, there's a knife there.
That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Take the blade. No, you're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin.
Does that end the world there?
And then you step outside.
We made it out.
A happy ending at last.
Uh-oh, what's happening?
We did it. What should we do now?
What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
Did the world end?
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Are the voices all going to go away?
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Okay.
Cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a
Or
princess.
feathers. Oh, do we actually have feathers? I didn't think about that, but perhaps we do. Once we were kind of reptilian. Maybe are like a dragon with feathers or something. Oh no, the hands are coming out. We did make it outside, but you don't get a chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go?
Maybe we should have
Try and
forced
find her?
her to open up more there. Inside that place. We had some other options.
Is that a...
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
It's an end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
So it seems like our memory returned, and we remembered that this happened once before. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown? Can I see myself a little bit more now? Do we have wings? Almost looks like we do. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
There's gotta be a way to save her. Are you the same being you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I think it's like we're caught in like a basically a loop. So like it's a pattern that's repeating. So she is appearing again because that's how it happens, and then everything starts from the beginning again. So it's like like a circle that we're stuck in. We're trying to find a different way out. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Doesn't seem right either. I feel like there's a better way to save her. Maybe we can stay with her inside that like castle area. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
So is she changing?
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? No. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Huh. So was she forcing new paths? Is that why she was kinder to us this time? Because it was looping again? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I have met. Thank you. Why? What do you want me to bring with you next time? You've been kinder to me?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
So it looks like it's about exploring possibilities. By finding all the possibilities, we see the whole picture. That's probably what's going on here. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
So this one was kinder, yeah.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
I feel like there's gotta be a way to save her from this, like, being. Maybe I should have pressured her more. You just never know. Pressure her more to tell me what she wants. It seems to be the important way of doing things, so I'll have to work on that next time. You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
So I'm the one molding the princess, so if I bring like the knife and I appear vicious or mean to her, she responds in kind. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me, these vessels I've been bringing you? I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
So let's say they're drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more. And any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart.
So probably by
Without
bringing the
them,
princess
as I was before.
to this being slowly gives her more knowledge. And the princess I'm bringing is something as like a person or a vessel that gets shaped every time I meet her through our experiences. And this being just wants to know as much as possible, so she wants me to keep bringing back different princesses that have experienced different things.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, You have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
What happens if she learns all the perspectives? Does everything really end then? Or will she send us back one last time to be with the princess?
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
If I destroy my body, does that really end things, or what happens? Can I attack the entity?
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Huh. What happens if I were to say that to her? I don't know if it's like an evil being or just a being that's like searching knowledge. And I'm caught in some kind of like loop or experiment by it, almost. What happens if I destroy my body? Does that end it? Though I seem to have grown. Perhaps if I keep going back, will I keep growing? And how does it, why is it that you know I'm going to kill you, right? Should we explore that?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
So she's basically saying we don't know the future yet. Destroy my body. I guess I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay, so we just keep on bringing that being, different versions of the princess.
And in the basement of that cabin,
so every time we see a different face of the princess. Interesting. So I wonder how many different versions of the princess we need to bring that being until the being, I guess, reaches capacity, until it can fully evolve into its true self. And I don't know what happens then. We'll have to see. But in any case, we'll continue on in another video. I'd like to thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.